All right, hello everyone, and welcome to AP1 lecture. Hope you guys are doing well and ready to start class. So this little PowerPoint is going to go over just some of the basics for the course. And so I want to welcome you. I am Ms. Tier, and just a few important things that we need to cover. So the first thing is this is a hybrid course, and so this is because we are now on an 8-week schedule, and it's just not possible to complete everything face to face. And so hybrid means we will have some of the material we will do in class twice a week. We'll have hour-and-a-half classes about, and then anything else that we don't finish in class, you will be expected to do at home on your own, and we'll be doing that using the Moodle platform. And so attendance is a little bit different this year. I'm redoing these videos. If you've taken classes in the past, you know that your professors are going to take attendance, and then if you don't attend regularly, they can potentially drop you. But there has been a change to that, okay? So we are no longer an attendance-taking institution. That does not mean that you do not have to come to class, okay? I'll tell you guys right now, anatomy and physiology is a very tough class. And if you want to be successful, I highly encourage you to be there as much as you possibly can. Like I said, we will meet twice a week for 90 minutes. And so anytime you miss, you are missing out on important instruction or announcements or information. And if you want to be successful in the class, it is important that you have good attendance. I will still be taking attendance. I just won't be able to drop you if you stop coming. And I'll give you more on that here in just a second. So I do want to point out down here, it says we are not obligated to provide opportunities for you to make up missed assignments. So attendance is important in knowing deadlines. If you miss deadlines or if you are absent, it is not our responsibility to catch you up on what you missed. So please be sure that you are showing up to class if you want to be successful. Now, I know there's a lot here, but this is essentially the change, and so I'll just kind of summarize it for you. The main thing is that we, as the instructors, will no longer be dropping students when you stop coming or stop doing your work. So if you show up in the beginning of class and you are included in the census, which occurs very early on, then if you decide that you just don't want to do the course anymore, it is your responsibility to go to enrollment services and to drop yourself from the course. Your instructors will not be dropping you with a W. And so really what's going to happen is the difference is going to be the grade that you receive. So if you go and you drop yourself before the last day to drop, you will receive a W for the course. But if you just stop coming and you don't withdraw yourself, then if you go past that last day to drop, then what's going to happen is you will receive a WF, okay? And what that means is you failed. That's going to affect your GPA like an F would, but what that says to whoever's looking at that is that you just quit coming to class, okay? Now, if you are staying in the class and you're showing up and you're just struggling, then you would just receive an F if you did not pass the class, okay? Now, both of these affect your GPA in the same way, but this one says you showed up, you did your work. This one says you quit showing up and you quit doing your work. So that could affect your financial aid, and so I would encourage you to just be aware of that final drop date, and if you want to drop the course, you will have to do it yourself. Now, there's some more information in your syllabus about the difference in the grades. If you want to read about that, I would encourage you to do so. This policy is going to be new for all of us. And as I said, I will still be taking attendance just to kind of see who's there every day. But in terms of your instructors dropping you, that's no longer going to happen. All right, for this course, you are going to need, the main materials that you need are going to be these lecture handouts. Okay, now there is a textbook. It is available. You can download it for free, or you can purchase it in the bookstore. We will not be using this right here directly in class. It's a great resource, but it's the handouts that we will be using. They were created by Ms. Grisham, and we will be using them in my class as well. So I would try to have those picked up by the first day. It's going to have some important material for you, and we'll be referring to this handout packet many times throughout the semester. All right, in terms of grades, you have two categories. You have tests, which are 70%. In lecture, you have a total of 8 tests. You have 7 lecture tests and then the final exam. Each test carries the same weight, and you only get one attempt per test. There's no redos. They are going to be taken on your own in the testing center with the exception of the final, and so it's important that you pay attention to due dates and you take them on time. I do not open up tests unless it's really extenuating circumstances, and even then there will be a point deduction. So just in general, I'll tell you right now, get your test taken on time, because there's a good possibility you will not be allowed to retake it if you miss it. The way it works in the testing center is they're normally available for at least 5 testing center days. So I just encourage you to get them taken, preferably not at the last minute. So you do have to have your TCID to go to the testing center, and it's important that you show up and follow the rules of the testing center. Now, the remainder of your assignments, which we would just kind of consider homework assignments, are going to be 30%. These are going to be on Moodle as well. There's going to be quizzes and videos for you to watch. Once again, I will not extend these or open them back up for you. It's very important that you complete them. You know the due dates. They will be very clear, so please make sure you are paying attention to those. On lecture, some of them you have only one attempt, some you have multiple, but if you do have multiple attempts, I would encourage you to do them as many times as necessary. I will drop the lowest grade or 2 in this category, and everything you need is going to be on Moodle. All right, so here's a little bit more about the Moodle page. This is going to be very important to your success. It does look a little different now in that the Moodle has had a change. Instead of having everything at the top here, there's now going to be a little drop-down box over here on the left, and then you can see all of the different materials that are available. It takes a little bit to get used to, but everything you need is there, and you can always just scroll through that little sidebar to find whatever it is that you're looking for. So to get started, you have a few kind of intro assignments that you need to do. If you're watching this video right now, obviously you have started those. So on the welcome page of your Moodle, you're going to find this video as well as a video about navigating Moodle. And so your welcome video has a quiz that follows. It's very short and sweet, just to make sure you watch the video. And then you have a Moodle video that you need to watch and also a quiz after that. Now following those assignments, well, not sure why it's pausing here. All right, let's try this again. All right, so after you do these 2 assignments, the welcome video and the Moodle video, you're then going to take a look at your syllabus. So there's a separate section on your Moodle categories included for syllabus. It is kind of important for you to read the syllabus. You have one available that you can print. I'm not going to be handing them out to you on the first day or going over the syllabus with you on the first day. That's kind of what these videos are for. There's a video that you can watch, and then there's a quiz over the syllabus that you'll need to take. Now, once you have completed these 3 items, the welcome video, the Moodle video, and the syllabus video, then you will be able to access all of the lecture materials for the course, whatever's open and available to you. So you can't really start the first unit until these first 3 assignments are done. Now, all of the other assignments that you will find, the homework assignments that go along with each lecture unit, they will be found on your Moodle page in a category labeled Graded Assignments. Some of those concepts we cover in class, others we don't get a chance to get to, and so you have videos that you can watch and materials that you can do to practice those. Anything that is required will have a due date, and so it is important that you complete those on time. Now, there are many materials on your Moodle page that are not necessarily required, and a lot of times they're labeled practice. It's usually in a yellow category, and so you do not have to do them, but that does not mean that you should not be looking at those or trying to utilize those for extra practice. As I mentioned, with the exception of the final, all of your tests will be in the testing center on Moodle as well. All right, so anything that you are required to do outside of normal class time, unfortunately, we just can't cover it all, especially in the beginning of our course. So let's say we get through half of a chapter. Whatever we don't cover in class, there are going to be videos and notes to help you. I give you fill-in-the-blank note handouts in class, and so you can complete those with the help of the videos or the PowerPoints. Everything is available to you on Moodle to help you get those completed. All right, as you move through, and you're going to see this especially here at the beginning, there are some assignments that you cannot open until you've completed something else. And so anytime you see a lock, you can just click on the lock and it'll pop up with a little box to tell you what it is that you need to complete. When it comes to communication, the first thing I want to encourage you to do is to come and talk to me in person. I'm available, before class or after class. I'm also going to be available during my office hours, which are posted in my syllabus, as well as outside of my office door. If you are having issues, you're struggling, you have questions, please do not be afraid to come and ask. To me, the best way to communicate is in person, okay? However, let's say you have a question at 8 o'clock at night as you're working on a homework assignment, or you realize at 7 o'clock in the morning that you're not going to be able to come to class that day. If you need to email me, feel free. But I do have a lot of students, so please just remind me what class you're in, what time. That way I can kind of put a face or a name, with a particular class so I know what you're missing. And if you have a specific question about, something on Moodle, please let me know what that is. You're welcome to put a screenshot in your email, and then I will get back to you as soon as I can. But it's very important that you communicate. I can't help students that don't let me know that they need help, so feel free to reach out either in person or by email. We also have some additional help here on campus. We have some AMP tutors. There's 2 of them. I don't have their specific hours available yet, but when I have those, I will put those on the Moodle page under course resources. We have one tutor that's going to be in the model room, and then she's going to be available for both lecture and lab, and then we have another tutor that's going to be available in the library. But I will give you more information on that at a later date. And so you have lots of people to help you through this class, and I encourage you to take advantage of that. So at this point, as we wrap up the welcome video, you're going to have a short quiz. You will then move to your Moodle video and quiz, and then you will then move to the syllabus and quiz. I hope you guys have a great start to your semester. If you have any questions or concern, there's my contact information yet again. And let's get started on a great semester. I will see you guys in class. Have a great day.